We start our show with breaking news. Over a secretive 24-hour window prior to the trade deadline last Thursday, the Golden State Warriors, they made a bid for LeBron James in a move that would have paired him with longtime rival Steph Curry. That's what sources told our Adrian Wojnarowski and Ramona Shell.
Yeah, Malika, about through a 24-hour approximately period, owner to owner, Joe Lacob and Jeannie Buss, the general managers, Rob Pelinka, Mike Dunleavy Jr., and then Rich Paul, LeBron James' agent with Clutch Sports, brought into this, and Draymond Green, who you have seen him recruit before. This was different. This was a much shorter window. And I think Draymond Green, listen, he was one of the people who really encouraged Golden State ownership to pursue this. And I think what makes this a unique situation, different than, you know, a general manager just calling and the call being over in 5 minutes when you're told the player's not available, was that Jeannie Buss told Joe Lacob when he asked if LeBron James essentially was unhappy enough or if there was something there that would make him available for a trade, that Jeannie Buss instructed him to ask Rich Paul, ask his agent, ask his representation where LeBron James stood on that. Now, part of that, Jeannie Buss is somebody who her ownership style is to want her key players, her superstars, to be happy, to want to be there. But the fact that Jeannie Buss sent the Warriors, and it was both Joe Lacob and Mike Dunleavy, to Rich Paul on this, it made it it put it on a different level. And ultimately, you know, Rich Paul, obviously speaking for LeBron James, said that they would not be interested in this, and that was the end of it.
Woj, what does this signify to the rest of the league?
Listen, I think this was a very unique circumstance. And, of course, there's no franchise out there that would love to get involved with LeBron James. But at this point in his career, listen, I'm told his focus is still on remaining with the Lakers and that the Lakers believe that. And they're going to be able to go out in the offseason and be able to maybe be involved in some much bigger trade discussions than they could have at the trade deadline. And there'll be some bigger players available than there were now. It never got to the point where either side presented what trade scenario would have appealed to them. And it's very possible, listen, the Golden State, in their mind, they certainly had a package they would be willing to offer. But the Lakers may have asked for much more than Golden State would have wanted if it even got there. And there's no guarantee, even if they ever talked on a trade, they would have gotten there. You know, the Lakers would have wanted Jonathan Kuminga. They would have wanted the picks. And so, again, just because they danced around with each other a little bit here doesn't mean that there was just an easy deal to be made. This all happened in the 11th hour, you know, really within 36 hours or so of the trade deadline. It's hard to get all those pieces in place and to have somebody mentally ready of LeBron James's stature to say, okay, I'm going to sign off on something like this. He wasn't. And for the Lakers to wrap their arms around it, but the Warriors made a run at it. And the fact that they had their owner make the first call before their general manager even did it, and went owner to owner, which happens more in this league than people know.
Absolutely.
There are more and more owners who are engaged in that way. But the fact that this was more than one conversation back and forth, and the fact that Jeannie Buss didn't just say no, she said, talk to Rich Paul about this.
He reporting, I'm just putting an A on this report.
Oh, see, see, Perk, we appreciate you for that. Woj,
I'm going to put that on my fridge, Perk.
NBA